Okay, yeah, I wanted to make a video after today. I felt like, I don't know, talking about some of the things they've been doing to me, because maybe other TIs can relate, and I just want to get back at them basically, because they've been harassing me all day. I've seen my friend today, and they've been harassing non-stop. So, yeah. Yeah, it started off as soon as I met up with him. We went somewhere to relax, kick back, talk and stuff. And I started to notice everywhere we went, there was police cars. Every 4 or 5 minutes, there was police cars. You know, everywhere we went, police cars. And also, I had the classic ambulance and all that with the sirens going past all the time. But one thing I've really noticed today is they've really increased the manpower out there. There's been perps everywhere I've gone. I've been getting money out off my debit card, perps. I've been, waiting for the bus, and a perp cycles past and just, sits down on the wall next to the bus stop, and he's looking the opposite way, right? He's looking the opposite way, not even looking in the direction the bus is coming, right? Until a bit later, right? Just as the bus was coming for me and my friend to get on, he turns around and looks at it. Then he cycles off. Okay? So I know straight away that he was just there to see if we got on the bus. And sure enough, as soon as I get off the bus at my usual stop, there's a perp there, with one hand in his pocket and a backpack. And he goes down where I'm going. And he just stays there, and he just does the perp shit. He touches his head, puts his hand in his pocket, walks, looks at his phone, stood in one spot. So I'll just walk past him and I ignore him. So I went to the post office today. I needed to pick up a package, and there was some street theatre there. There was this woman. She was stood outside, right? She was stood out. They tried to basically embarrass me or make me feel bad or something, but I don't give a fuck. But yeah, I was stood outside the post office, and this bitch, she was stood outside. As soon as I put the card in to get my mail, she comes in, says, "There's a queue, you know." This woman was American, so I'm thinking maybe they're even importing them from over there. And I had an American woman come up to me and some weird crap, but she just goes, "There's a queue, you know." I said, "Well, why aren't you stood there at the desk?" She says, "Oh, well, you should have known. I'm not psychic." She stood outside the office. You meant to queue, inside. And there was this other guy. He was stood at the side, and she says, "There's a queue," and points to him. Well, I think this guy was a perp, and I think he told her to come in at the right moment. But the thing is, this guy, he wasn't in a queue. He was stood at the side of the room. He wasn't queuing. She wasn't queuing. She was outside the building. She wasn't even in the building. There's 3 people, including me. As soon as I asked for my card, "Excuse me, there's a queue." It's like, what? It's like, are you stupid? And they're just pathetic things. It's pathetic what they do. They really, they tried to make me feel bad, I think, but I know the games, and I'm just doing it back to them. I see a guy with one hand in his pocket, I put one hand in my pocket. I do it back to him. It makes me feel better. So I'm going to keep doing that. If I see a guy with one hand in his pocket looking at me or whatever, I'll do the same thing. So, Yeah. But yeah, there's been police everywhere I've gone, police cars, police officers on foot near the area I'm in. There's been guys staring at me, walking past. It's ridiculous, man. I tell you right now, it's just, it's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah. Yeah, another thing they keep doing as well is they'll try and shortchange me on the bus now. Every bus I get nearly, they'll try and I don't rise to it. I mean, it's usually stuff like 20 pence or something, but on the fare they'll try and not give me back the right amount of change with a little smirk on their face. But I'll just give them a blank look. Well, I don't give a fuck. You know, I don't care. That's how I feel. That's how I feel about it. And I get them back in another way, psychologically. But yeah, it's the best way of dealing with them. They don't like it. You start mirroring them. They do not like it, and it makes you feel better if you do that. I'm not saying stalk them, obviously, but you see a guy putting his hand in his pocket, whatever, do it back. It'll make you feel better, because it does me. It's like neutralizes it. If I'm doing it as well, it's normal. It just makes me feel better. But yeah, one headlight cars everywhere as well. Still. But yeah, they've been crazy at it today. They've really made use of their unlimited budget today. Not to mention the orange lights. I didn't film it all, but I was with my friend and I couldn't be bothered filming it. And I don't really want to film it around him. Couldn't be bothered, so it's not appropriate. But I would have filmed it if otherwise. But yeah, it's perps every single place I go, crowding around my bus stop. What else have they been doing? Just doing perp shit, really. You know what us, you fellow TIs know what I mean by perp shit. You just know what they're doing. They just do stuff that you just know they're perp almost and I noticed I've always had like a special gift where I can just sense something almost supernatural, but I can spot a perp from a mile away now. I just know a perp when I see one. I can differentiate between the average people and the perps. They stick out like a sore thumb. So you get used to spotting them, and you can usually easily differentiate between a perp. That's another weird thing that happened. I was on the bus and this guy was behind me, and he was dressed in like old-fashioned clothes, like 1920s clothes, and he just looked at me, said, "You right?" Then fist punched me. Like bumping fists and that. I was like, what? It's weird because I've never met this guy in my life before. And all of a sudden this guy just fist bumps, out of the blue. I was like, what? So what's that about? Yeah, some strange stuff that these perps have got going on, really. But it's not affecting me as badly as it was. You can probably hear it in my voice. It's not getting me angry or anything. It's just I understand what's going on more now, and it's having less and less of an effect on me. So that's the thing. It's like mentally I'm starting to get immune to it. The sirens, it's just more sirens to me now. Or there's a perp with his hand in his pocket. Oh, there. It doesn't concern me much anymore, because I know what they're doing. Once you know what they're doing, then they have a lot less power over you. The way that they drive people to suicide is the people that don't know what's going on and think they're insane, but I know I'm not insane, and I know what they're doing. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And that's all I gotta say really. So yeah, I'll wrap it up.